Hey guys, Christian here with another Katana Zero achievement guide. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the Psychotherapy achievement, which involves fighting your psychiatrist as a hidden boss at the end of the game. This video is going to be a little lengthy as there are 8 steps that you need to unlock in order to get this final ending. Follow along with me in the video and I will show you how to get it. So step number 1 takes place in level 1 factory. You're going to get to a cutscene where you're getting telephone calls. Make sure you hang up multiple times and then answer with the hello dialogue option. If you answer the phone and there is not an option to say hello, make sure you hang up and then answer the phone again until you get the hello dialogue option. I had to hang up 4 or 5 times before I got that option to unlock. After you say hello, finish the cutscene, and then make sure you complete the rest of the mission before moving on. Step number 2 is going to take place in your therapy session after level 1. You just need to make sure that you get your medicine injection before you leave. You're going to have a bunch of dialogue options. You can just interrupt the therapist over and over again saying, "Give me my medicine," until he gives you the injection. If for some reason you do not get your injection, make sure that you pause and click restart and replay it until you do get the injection. Step 3 takes place in level 2 hotel. What you're going to want to do is piss off the receptionist at the front of their hotel. You can do this by simply interrupting her over and over again when you have dialogue options with her. She's going to turn red on the face and dismiss you. Make sure you complete the rest of the mission before moving on. Step number 4 is going to take place in the therapy session after mission number 2. Once again, you just need to make sure that you get your medicine. You can interrupt the therapist over and over again until he just succumbs and gives you your medicine. Once again, restart the section if you do not get your injection, and make sure you click the right dialogue options to receive the injection. Step number 5 takes place in level 3 club. You want to make sure that you talk to DJ Electrohead in the booth about drugs. You do not want to kill him under any circumstances. You want to constantly bring up the dialogue options involving drugs until DJ Electrohead is assassinated. This will unlock step number 5 for you. Step number 6 is going to be in the therapy session after the club mission. This time around, you're going to want to refuse medicine. During this therapy session, you can bring up the things that DJ Electrohead told you about the drugs. Keep bringing up the drugs over and over again until the therapist says it's time for your medication. Constantly refuse him. I think you have to do it 2 or 3 times until you are able to finish out this segment without receiving an injection. Make sure you restart this section if you ever do receive an injection. Step number 7 takes place in level 4 prison. About halfway through the mission, you're going to find your dead target, upon which the police will arrive. At this point, you need to kill all of the police officers before you finish the mission. There are going to be 13 police officers total, 4 in the first room, 4 in the second room, 1 in the third room, and then 4 in the outdoor area. I'll play the whole mission here so you can watch me kill all of them. Just make sure you get all 13 before you finish the mission up. Step number 8 takes place in the Chinatown mission. You're going to want to load up the psychiatrist section of it, and you're going to go through quite a bit of dialogue with the psychiatrist. Just make sure you insult him and piss him off at every opportunity you get, until at the very end of this section you're going to get the option to say F you. Make sure you pick this option immediately as it pops up, and this will be the last step that you need to do in order to unlock the boss fight. After doing that last step, you're going to want to quit out to the main menu and then load up the Bunker Part 2 Psychiatrist area. At this point, during the normal part of the game, you would bludgeon the psychiatrist to death, but instead you're going to have to face him in a boss battle. This boss battle has 2 very easy sections, 1 difficult session, and then 1 area that took me quite a while to beat. I'm going to try to give you as many tips and tricks as possible. So in section 1 of the fight, he is going to be spawning arms that shoot out of the ceiling and floors. This section is relatively easy. Just make sure you dodge the arms as they come at you and then slash them with your sword until you move on to section number 2. In the second section of this fight, he's going to pull a Doctor Strange and break off into multiple versions of himself. He is then going to shoot white balls of light at you that you need to reflect back at him. This took me about 20 to 25 minutes to get. You basically just have to memorize the sequences that he goes in and try your best to deflect multiple balls per each section. I'm going to show a bit of a clip of me fighting him and then the final clip where I defeated him in this stage so you guys can kind of see what my strategy was. Stage number 3 is very easy. I don't know if you could die. He didn't attack me once, so I don't know if you can die in this section, but regardless, it's pretty simple. You're going to see a bunch of eyes pop on screen. You just need to slash all of the eyes with your sword. At one point, the screen's going to flip upside down, so your controls get reversed, but just keep trying to attack the eyes. Like I said, I did not die during this section, so I'm not sure if you can or if it's just like some sort of like intermediate section of the boss fight. And then we have stage 4 of this fight, in which the psychiatrist turns into this giant eyeball blob thing. And I won't lie, this fight is very difficult and quite a pain. It took me a little over an hour to finally get the hang of this fight and beat him, and it really does all come down to muscle memory and memorization of what kind of moves he uses. He has about 6 or 7 different moves that he's going to throw at you in different orders. Some of them involve needles falling from the ceiling, some of them involve needles forming like a half moon around you and then collapsing upon you. In one move, a needle comes down like attached to some sort of tail and stabs the ground 4 times, and you have to roll out of the way so you don't get stabbed. And in some circumstances, he spawns these little like gelatinous blobs that once in a while will shoot the white orbs that you saw from the second stage of this boss fight, and you need to eliminate all of the orbs. And after you dodge like 3 or 4 moves, a small version of the psychiatrist is going to emerge from the floor. You need to run over him and swing at him quickly before he dives back into the ground. If you hit him 3 times, that's going to end the boss fight and earn you the achievement. And like I said, this really just comes down to memorizing the moves and saving up your slow-mo to dodge the needles, and also a little bit of RNG. I found that some moves were a lot worse than others and I couldn't really figure out a perfect way to dodge. So in my final run of this fight, it did come down to a little bit of RNG and hoping that the easier moves came up, but eventually about an hour in, I did finish this boss fight and earn the achievement. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope you earn the achievement, and I wish you the best of luck in this boss fight. Tune in next time as I do some more achievement guides. Thanks for watching.